Right, okay.
Right,
This is
probably
completely
short
auto.
sharp time,
I'm doing it
side by
again.
side time.
This is completely auto, and now we're seeing what it really looks like again.
Last time.
For the last time. A few months ago, Greg and I made the decision to bring Side by Side to a close after 10 years. Here's the TLDR version. 1, it's not popular. 2, it eats about 30 to 50% of my electro dance time. 3, I don't enjoy the work of it. And 4, I think the format is antiquated. Here's a long version in which I take you through 10 years of Side by Side. Back in 2015, I suspected that YouTube was better for short form content, attention spans and all that. At the same time, there were endless conversations about how local multiplayer was overlooked and creators of these games had a hard time getting a foothold. I'd enjoyed working with Greg on the short videos, so I wanted to try doing something like this with him. The idea was 5-minute takes in each game, and I thought of it as a TV program. For me, the focus on the discussion was important, and I'd intersperse the important chat bits with footage of us playing in the real world.
Then there was the other one with the two...
Oh, we loved that one. So Exuberant Struggle, that one was called. So you just have to grab the bits from the middle, as which are like...
Yeah, gravitational pull up your pickups, resources.
We played all the games in one day and then headed to Greg's front room the following day to discuss. Originally, it was conceived as a one-off Electron Dance thing, so that's why I had my own game Duel and a childhood favourite in the first series. Only later did it morph into a full side project called Side by Side. The first series, which was also the longest series with 17 episodes, could also be dubbed the Sports Friends series, and the roster was not as diverse as you'd expect. But perhaps it was an omen that the moment from the series I cherished more than any other was this reaction featured in the Get on Top episode.
I'm really angry.
Series 2 changed everything. Playing 17 games and trying to remember 17 takes the following day was really hard, so we discussed the titles immediately after play, walking up and down Greg's stairs for each pontification. We also now switched to a 2-camera setup, so you could see the game and its players at the same time.
Where are you? Where have you gone? You've not dropped down yet. Look at your nose! What the hell is that?
Yes!
I also realised the game footage had to be related to the discussion context. I'd been cutting in unrelated cool moments, which made the editing much more intensive.
And your androids will go on forever. They can never be destroyed. They just run out of power. We're expecting a battery anytime soon. Thank you.
I booted the titles because no one needs to see those. And finally I abandoned the 5-minute rule because I kept on having to cut out important stuff in the editing room. The mule video had been awful to edit into 5 minutes. The third series was another big shift. Side by Side hadn't really been going anywhere, so we followed up a suggestion to try deeper dive discussions. We would spend our Side by Side weekend on just 5 games and have long open-ended conversations. I also gave up on filming the screen because sometimes it became difficult to see the game, even though it had made the series feel authentic and reflected gaming in real space mission. But I think I'm the only person in the world who felt this way.
Advanced Factory Credit Juggernaut.
Come on, let's get in here. Got it?
Critical.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh my god. Whoa, that was
Wow!
where we were surrounded with stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
I love this particular series, and the Suma video is one of the best I think we've ever done. And I still yearn for a bit of creative flair when I can. The Joust episode has a ton of touches, but no one cared because this was several years after Joust was a big thing. Everyone was already done jousting. We even put out a Res special, but there was no sign our short series had engaged anyone. It generated a crisis of confidence, and I put out a video called 10 True Fans after I realised YouTube stats implied we only had 10 people watching it consistently. However, facing the real possibility of quitting Side by Side made me realise I just enjoyed producing the series with Greg. Greg and I had fun, the videos were fun, and enough people responded to make it feel worthwhile. I enlisted 10 True Fans and decided to forget trying to go big. Every series brings its own tweaks to the format and structure. Series 4 saw the demise of Greg's front room, as we decided it was more efficient to stay in the room to do the discussion.
Yeah,
And
I
like
never returned one of those.
To spike it on your side is like murder.
Oh, I hit a wall. What the?
The format is almost in its final form at this point. Let's not forget the 3 bonus episodes with my son, which were incredible work because putting that black background up in my workspace verged on the impossible, and I wished never to do it again.
Alright, let's go then.
Meow.
I'm not sure what we did there.
They just walk.
No!
Also, my son was not Greg, and I felt like I was berating my son occasionally about his approach. We're supposed to be playing games for fun.
I kept on snapping. Where do we open, Kai? I just pressed a thing and something opened.
Oh, that. No, they're
You
gonna
need to
go.
keep it in front of me, Kai, because I cannot see where I'm going. Please, I don't know where I'm going. Put the light in front of me. I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah, I'm watching the action.
The last noticeable change in Series 5 was 2 cameras watching us from different angles with different lighting to create a physical difference between chat and play.
There was also the fact that some of the levels wrapped around, but they did more than wrap around.
Oh, man.
They actually mirrored part of the level on the edge, the other edge of the screen. So if you were going near the edge, you saw yourself twice. Oh, I forgot it's behind you. Wow, that's cool. Oh my god, no, it wraps around in really, really awkward ways. Oh, this is very complicated. Greg, I don't like it.
They like it.
No.
Incidentally, the blurred background is the same as it has always been, the background from the Series 1 title sequence. In 2020, the pandemic hit and we took 2 years out. This was the first warning shot about whether we should carry on. I discovered I hadn't missed the work of carrying equipment halfway across the country, triple checking everything, editing for hours and finding mistakes to fix. But we picked things up again in 2022 and Series 6 told us our viewership had crashed. Prior to Series 5, views per video had bobbed around 100 to 200. Sometimes over 200 views, which was a large enough audience to make it feel worth it. But in 2022, we were lucky to make 50 views in the first week.
But the thing is, you have to stop moving before night lifts because there's just that right at the edge. If you don't stop quickly enough, there'll be a little... Oh, it's still a sticking move, right?
Something had changed. I ran an analysis and found that most of our historic traffic had been organic, YouTube recommendations rather than social media or subscriptions. All those referrals had gone. We had never been crawling our way to respectability. We had actually been algorithmed for years and the algorithm had turned away.
Oh, this is messy. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, no!
There's a lot of hands.
There's a lot of hands. The chef has got more hands.
Following 6, Greg had thought about stopping the series after, but bless his little cotton socks. After I bought a bunch of equipment to help side by side and brought in positive vibes, he held his tongue. The tweaks to side by side were all on the logistics side and kept coming. Control of lighting, an intelligent spreadsheet to manage the game decisions each series. This was on top of the scripts and programs I'd built to handle the donkey work of assembling the footage into folders.
You know what? It was me destroying the map.
Probably with your bombs. Oh my god, no!
Yes.
You will die!
You won!
If it's the last thing I do, God, my heart!
But after Series 8, I finally admitted to myself that I resented making side by side. I'd spent 2 years with Thinky Games, and side by side practically ate up all the time that was left over for any Electron Dance work. But what was I spending all my time on? A series that no one watches, and I didn't even like making anymore. A job for no one, and without pay. And despite the organisation, there's always something that goes stupid wrong each series. Sometimes it's more obvious than other times. Even in this last near perfect series, we had 2 slightly different mics, which means every single episode, the imbalance had to be carefully tuned. And Pax Britannica had somehow been recorded in a tiny format. So I had to blow up the video and make it look reasonable to save the episode.
I'm nearly dead. You're going to kill me. You're going to kill me.
Go
They're
on,
not
no.
focused. I'm about to die. This is it.
Who's
This is it.
gonna go? Who's gonna
Look how many you've pumped out.
more?
Above all, I've come to realise that the concept is antiquated. I had an idea and a cause in the beginning, but now plenty of people are putting out local multiplayer videos, and more regularly, and with better editing. And what do I like watching most of all? The bits when Greg and I react to the game and not the critics' chair sections. The bits where my children play.
Behaving. You leave me alone. You can knock each other out by kicking me too much. Okay, it's just you 2 guys now.
Oh, you moved too fast, Greg.
Well done, Kay, knocking me out. Unfortunately, you were so excited, you knocked yourself out.
I watched this Spider Heck video done by Smitty, and I thought it immediately showed what was so great about that game. It wouldn't work for everything, but it pulses with so much energy that I'd realised I'd rather watch this than side by side.
Oh my god! He has front and back defense, Jesus! Come here, you got me! You look delicious, my friend. Come here. What is happening? What? Oh no! Ow!
It is 2025. I'd hoped we'd make 10 series, but we made it to 10 years. Side by Side started out as a local multiplayer game project, but really, Side by Side was never successful at that. All the editing and publishing was not the important bit. It was all about hanging out with Greg, and that part of the series will continue. This summer I plan to visit my good friend Greg, and we're going to play games together and enjoy them, and not think about cameras and quips and memory sticks. So thank you for doing this for 10 years, Greg, and I'll see you soon. GG.
Where am I? It's dark. And weird.
It's like being in your house, Greg.
Not with your lights, it's not.
The ramparts.
The ramparts.
The ramparts.
The ramparts.
Ramming the parts.
So, Super Cable, are you comfortable? All
Yes,
good?
comfortable,
Yeah?
yeah.
I can't remember who made this, but it doesn't matter.
Right, let's see if I can survive longer than 10
Come with me if
seconds.
you want to live.
Damn it. It's too cheeky, this windscreen. I hate it.
Yeah.
Dojo Masters, the chat session.
Is that going to be in the interview? In the,
We deleted scene I just made there. Oh,
that's foreboding.
yeah. It's a windmill, by the way, not foreboding.
It's the windmill of doom.
No.
Yeah, see if what the co-op things. I'm not going online. That's where you go to get murdered.
No one goes online anymore. That's where you go to get murdered.
We don't go there anymore.
I was second. Sorry, just wanted to share that.
Second. So hang on. Once we get down there, we got to jump into that little cubby. Do you know where that?
Christ.
Oh, sorry. I keep walking.
Right, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Next one.
Yeah, I mean, I just enjoyed exploring. I think I wanted to spend more time doing deliveries as well.
Yeah.
But we played for quite a while, and I thought, like, we better stop now, you know.
I'm not going to lie, like, those mountains were tantalising. Yeah. I mean, we saw a plane were like around some of that.
Okay.
You ready?
I think I've got a hold of it. I'm holding the buttons down.
Like in the airport. And now you've got a plane. This is where's my plane?